came out here last night about 1 o'clock in the morning. I took the clamps off because I had to see what this, how this handle kind of looked, if it held together or not. So I took it off last night. I didn't film that because all it is unscrewing clamps and looking and then laying it down. So anyway, the clamps are off and it seems to be holding together pretty well. I don't see a problem, you know, offhand. So I guess I'm done with my knife, if that were the handle. Obviously it's not going to be the handle, but I'm going to try to cut the shape of the handle out on the scroll saw. I'm better at the scroll saw than I am a band saw. But anyway, as far as the handle is concerned, I assume you can maybe see this. I don't know, pretty weak. But anyway, this is the handle as I remember it. As good as my memory is, that's what I remember it looking like. Now I'm not going to recreate that. Instead I'm going to make this handle. Mainly because it's a little easier, or it seems to my eye to be a little easier to make. Here we go. Here's the, here's kind of what it's going to look like. I cut off both of these little round pegs. Sanded all the sides actually, just to make it easier to work with, and put the blade on, or put the pattern on the blade. I think it's fairly straight. It looks pretty good to me. Anyway, what I have here is the thickest blade I have. It's a number 9, and since I don't care about the kerf size, I used the strongest blade I could in order to maybe cut through this with a little bit more easiness. Looks a little bit more like a handle, huh? Okay, there's the scroll saw part of it. Now comes the sanding. Now we're going to try to do the sanding, and I think I can do it all on the Guinevere sanding system. At least that's what I'm going to try to do it on. I did a review on this. It's up under the headings of reviews. I don't do a lot of reviews, but I did one on this and then on an air compressor. But anyway, if you want to look at that, you're welcome to, obviously, because it's up there and available. But what I have are these sanding. I think this is a, I don't know what the grits are. I don't even think that says what the grits are on these round paper sleeves that go on the spindles. But I just know that it's coarse, and this one is really fine, and it's used too, so it's even finer than maybe its listings. So anyway, what I usually do, the way I pump them up, is like that. And if you go to the review, you'll see I don't particularly like their pump. That's why I use it this way. seems to work for me, so that's what I do. Here we go. Wish me luck on this, because I'm going to move the camera just a little bit. Okay, I don't know. I guess that's good enough. I think you can see it from there, right? So, and away we go. I think I'm going to turn music on, which means I'm going to have to turn the sound off totally when I actually put this up on YouTube, because I like music, and YouTube doesn't like me to like music. So anyway, so I'm going to turn that on, and I won't be saying anything while it's on. Okay, it feels pretty good. Feels good in the hand. So I think it's time to start the hand sanding. Okay, I'm going to go with 320. Go to 400, and that's a used 400, so it's probably even finer than that. But then, because it feels good just the way it is. Okay, feels really good. It feels nice and smooth. I don't feel any bumps or ridges anywhere. So I'm going to call it a day. Because anything that I try to correct from here on out, I think I'm just going to make it worse. There's some problems in here, but you know, compared to what it was, I think this side looks good. The top looks pretty good. The bottom has some issues, but I'm happy. So now I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to use as a finish. Put that on there. Okay, as far as finishing goes, I'm going to use Danish oil. So anyway, oh, I knew this wasn't going to work. Jesus. Okay. See, I was going to put wax paper down and I forgot. So, anyway. we go. That black is really black. You know, it's darker than I thought it was going to be. Pretty good. You see that? I'm going to let this set for just a second. Soak in. Then I'll wipe it off. I'll be right back. Okay, so I think it looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see these, but they came out, I don't know how close this camera can focus, but they came out okay. They're not perfect by any means. But they have the same, I don't know if you can see the little dots in the middle or not. So they're similar, but they're different on each side. It's it's 2 and 1, but the orientation's a little bit different. But I don't know that matters. It definitely doesn't matter to me. So that's what it looks like currently. Now I think I have some varnish over here, some spray-on varnish. I think it's okay to put varnish on top. I think I need some kind of protection on it. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use. This shellac, bullseye shellac. I've used it before. It's pretty good. Seems to dry pretty quick. But I don't know. Shellac's not my favorite. But anyway, here we go. Probably get more on the lens than I am on the knife. Okay, we'll let that dry for a minute. Okay, I wound up putting 3 coats of the lacquer on it, the spray lacquer. And it seems to turn out pretty good, I think. That's what it looks like. I took the blue tape off, obviously. So what else to show you? So I'm fairly satisfied with the way it turned out. I have some problems with it. Right there, you see a spot where I actually the tang shows through the wood, but you really don't see it unless you're looking for it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I've been debating whether to sharpen it, because that's going to put a shiny edge along the blade here, and since the rest of it is showing the patina, I didn't know if that was worth the trouble or not, but I think I might. And what I'll probably do is add a little 1 or 2 minute thing at the end of this about how I go about sharpening my knives. Not that I wouldn't recommend me as your handle maker, but I would recommend trying it yourself, because it's kind of a fun thing. I learned a few things from doing it. So give it a shot. Well, having given it some thought, about, I don't know, 30 seconds, I think I will show you how I sharpen my knives, but I'm not going to do a whole thing about it. I'm just going to, I'll put like a couple of minute thing on the end of this. If you want to see how I do the sharpening, stay tuned. You might find it interesting. If not, go ahead and, if you wouldn't mind, hit the thumbs up, and maybe I'll see you next time. Thank you. can I get you to sharpen this for me?
Sure. It'll just be a second.
All right, thanks.
Sharp. Wow. Nice and sharp. Anything else?
Right. No, that's it for now. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Have a good day.
Yep. Thanks.
All right.
There you have it. That's what I do.